Hi, my name is Justin Yomot, and welcome back to the CNT podcast. I hope you enjoyed the month of posting and all of the interviews that came last month. I had a really fun time putting out an episode every day for all of April. I was super proud of it. Hope you all enjoyed them, and I hope you enjoyed all those interviews. I had a fun time recording all of those, but it's been about 2 months since I did a card of the week, so let's start off with that. And in fact, this is a card that I got over that time where there wasn't a card of the week, and it is a Alex Gordon Topps 2021 autograph. Now, the really cool thing about this card is I pulled it myself, is the cool story, and I have the full story about it. And so I went to my local Bartell Drugs to get more binder sleeves because I was adding to my Cubs binder because I had gotten a lot of Cubs inserts that day, and so I was just adding them all in. And I noticed that they had one regular pack left at the store. I thought, hey, I might as well get it. I have hardly any luck finding cards at retail, so I got it, came home, and the last card in it was this Alex Gordon autograph, which was super cool. And so this is only the second autograph I've actually pulled from a box not guaranteed to have an autograph. So super cool. Technically it's available, but I kind of want to hold on for it right now. Super cool. First autograph from 2021 from any products. It's super cool. So yeah, I think it's a super cool card. So super excited to have that in my collection. So now let's get into this week's episode, which is teams that have shocked me, good and bad, and teams that have been what I expected. So let's get right on into it. As of the day I'm recording this is the records that I'll be saying. We have the Red Sox at 15-9. I think this is shocking to me in a good way. I expected them to be a lot worse. Now, I don't necessarily think they're going to continue to win, but hey, came right out the gate doing well. Completely surprised me. Thought they'd be probably 9-15 at this point. So that completely surprised me. Next up, we have the Rays, 12-12. Oh, this is about where I expected them to be. I mean, not great, but not terrible. Definitely where I envisioned that they would be. Next up is Blue Jays, 11-11. This is kind of shocking to me. I thought they'd be a bit better than that. Kind of expected like a 15-9 from them, not 11-11. Next up is Orioles at 10-13. This is about where I expected. I mean, again, not great, but also not horrendous. Again, the next is probably the most surprising is the New York Yankees at 10-13. This completely surprised me. I thought they were going to jump out the gate being one of the better teams, but they're not doing great. I mean, 10-13. I expect them to do better than this. I expect them to pick it up, but this is not what I expected at all. Next up, you have the Royals at 14-8. Again, this completely surprised me. I thought they'd be probably 8-14. Probably switch it around. I mean, I thought they were gonna be one of the worst teams in the league, but hey, they're off to a great start. White Sox 12-10. Expected maybe a few more wins, a few less losses, but overall, they're about where I thought they would be. Indians 11-11 completely surprised me. I thought they'd be worse than that. I thought they'd be under 500, but hey, good for them being at 500. Tigers at 8-10. This surprised me quite a bit. I mean, I thought they were going to be like 2-16 at this point. Then I was not expecting them to be so good. I thought they'd be. I think they are the worst team in the league, but it completely surprised me. They're winning more games than I expected. Yeah, they have a losing record, but it's still better than what I thought they would be. Twins 7-15 completely surprised me. I have the Twins winning this division by a game or two over the White Sox, and here they are with one of the worst records in the league. This completely surprised me. I mean, I'm hoping they can pick it up, but honestly, they're off to a terrible start. Athletics, 15-9. This is expected where I thought they'd be, but they actually started out terrible, then went on like a 13-game win streak. It's over now, but they got hot real fast. This is where I expected them to be. I mean, they're playing great. if they can get back to that 13-game win streak and continue that, I could see them winning the championship if they play like they have been. Next up, you have the Manors at 13-11. This did surprise me. I thought they were going to be a bit worse, but hey, I like seeing them do well. I got to go to a game a few weeks ago. Super fun. They did end up losing against the Astros 1-0. It was a fun game. It's good to be back. But yeah, they're playing better than I expected, which is always good to see for your hometown, for your team where you live. They're not my hometown team. The Cubs are. The Astros 12-11. It's where I expected them to be. Not great, not terrible. It's still above 500. They've had a lot of COVID. They've had a lot of players go on the COVID list, so that's definitely hurt them and affected them negatively. Next up, you have Rangers at 10-14. It's about where I thought they would be. It's about, yeah. Next up, you have the Angels, 11-11. Again, I think they're still going to make playoffs, but they always do bad at the start, so I'm not surprised where they're at currently. It's actually where I thought they would be, is at 500 this far into the season. So, yeah, expected. Mets 9-9. This is completely unexpected, and so is most of this division. I thought this was the best division in baseball, but they're off to a rocky start, all of them. Mets, I thought they were going to go to the World Series, but that's obviously no longer the case. I mean, the Dodgers and Padres have been playing a lot better. This is completely unexpected. I thought they would be more like 14 and 6, I think. I don't know. It's completely surprised me off of the bat. Next up, you have the Braves at 11-12. I mean, they just right when it started, they just could not win. I think they're a great team. They're my pick that could win it all. They're my dark horse. I mean, completely unexpected. And then you got the Phillies 11-12. This is actually what I expected them to be. But what's surprising is they have the same record as the Braves. Is what was surprising. It's actually where I thought they would be. And Marlins 10-13. It's where I expected. I mean, I thought maybe a few more losses and a few less wins, but overall, it's about where I thought they would be. Next, we have the Nationals at 8-12. This completely shocked me. I thought they have a great team. I still think they do, but starting off 8-12 is not what I thought at all. That completely took me by storm. Next up, we have the Brewers at 14-9. I say, yeah, it's about where I thought they'd be. I think they're one of the better teams in that division. Pirates 12-11. This might be the most shocking one. I think they're the second worst team in the league. For them to have a winning record, honestly, at any point in the season, completely shocks me. I mean, I thought they were going to have 4 to 5 wins max at this time. I think the only good thing they got going is Ron Hayes. I mean, completely surprised me. Then you have the Cardinals at 12-11. Thought they'd have a few more wins, but overall, it's about expected. Next up, you have the Reds at 11-12. Again, kind of expected where they would be. Then you have the Cubs. They're at 10-13. They were on a winning streak, but now they've lost a few in a row. As much as it pains me, I expected them to be like this. I didn't think they were good. I know they're not good, but overall, I had hope we would be better than this, but this is where I realistically saw us being at this point in the season. Then you have the Giants at 15-9. That completely surprised me. They're playing great baseball. I did not expect that from them. They're playing great baseball. I mean, pleasantly surprised. I thought they'd be one of the bottom teams. Then you have the Dodgers 15-9. Expected. They're still the best team in baseball. I mean, it's close. There's a few teams that could contend for it, but they're the top dogs. And for them to have tied for the most wins in all of the MLB at this point, it's not this is what we knew was gonna happen. They have a great team. They probably have a dynasty forming. Then you have the Diamondbacks at 12-11. This kind of surprised me. I thought they would definitely have a losing record, but here they are with a winning record, so good for them, of course. Padres 13-12. This is completely unexpected. I thought they'd be closer to 15-9 like the Dodgers, but they've also had a lot of injuries. Tatis was gone for the first part of the season. That hurt them and my fantasy team. So, I mean, it's unexpected, but they're definitely going to turn that around, 100%. Then the last team, Rockies, 9-14. Completely expected. Traded Ray Arenado. There's only so much Charlie Blackmon and Trevor Story can do. This is completely expected. Exactly where I thought they would be at this point. So, yeah, that's who has surprised me pleasantly and negatively, and who is expected where they're at so far in this season. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe and look out for new episodes of CNT every Monday. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Cards and Talk at Cards and Talk, where I post almost daily content. Thank you all for watching.